Welcome to episode 384 of The Burning Truth. We're coming in hot from Paris La Défense Arena, where over 30,000 roaring fans witnessed chaos, comeback, and a Cena send-off for the ages. Stick around. We're breaking down the shocking Rusev, Sheamus, Donnybrook, an epic Logan Paul versus John Cena showdown, and a world title scramble with family surprises and Becky Lynch. Hey, Scott Barrett, and you're back with The Burning Truth. And we're not just here with The Burning Truth. We're also here with the man who puts the burn in Burning Truth. It's Matt Burns, everybody.
I love it. I love it. I'm all good. I'm in a really good mood.
You're in a really good mood. Why might that be?
Oh, we'll get to that.
I feel like that alarm went off for a reason, Matt Burns. What's going on?
It's probably, a certain banger, seeing as a certain event that happened recently was such a banger. It was epic.
What is it? Is it that it was a banger, Matt Burns, or is there something else that's setting that alarm off today?
It probably is because of predictions.
Oh, yeah. So we did our predictions episode last week for the Clash in Paris, which is what we're here to talk about, in fairness. And Matt, it's fair to say you had a really good night on the predictions.
I did. But the one that I really, really wanted was that opening match.
Yeah, it was the important one because we'd had all the same predictions bar one match. And that match was Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed. And you did a clean sweep, Matt Burns. You got them all, which is brilliant. And I lost by one, which means now for the entire year, for the entire calendar year that we have been predicting PLE results, the score, unbelievably, is 39 to Matt Burns and 39 to Scott Barrett. We are tied with 4 months exactly left to go. How are you feeling?
Nervous.
Nervous, yeah. Yeah, man. Absolutely nervous. Absolutely nervous. I think, though, Matt Burns, go on. You look like you've got something to say.
Yeah, I've got one question to ask. It's really important. Scott, how are you?
Oh, I'm okay. Thanks for asking, mate. I'm okay. I'm having a good week. I'm slowly recovering from this ribs and back issue. I am breathing much better, and I'm a lot more comfortable than I was probably this time last week and the week before. But yeah, feeling good, mate. Feeling good. Really happy with a great week of wrestling last week. Some really good matches, some surprises too. We're talking about SmackDown now probably is best before we even get to the Clash in Paris. We were all really surprised on Friday night when Sami Zayn took the United States title from one Solo Sikoa.
And there's me just now just going when it got shown to me, I just went, is that AI?
Yeah, absolutely. Do you know, it's funny because we weren't expecting the tag team title match at the PLE, what I'm calling the Borderlands tag match. I was expecting the US title match to be the match that went on there as a replacement, but no, obviously not. So, yeah, Sami Zayn gets the win over Solo and wins that United States title. And while we're talking about that, remember that you can get your comments in on what you thought of the weekend's wrestling and just whatever you want us to talk about, really. Whack it in the live chat. All you need to do is be a subscriber, and you can be a subscriber for free. Really easy. Just hit the button just below us, hit the subscribe button, like and share the video, and we'll love you forever. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and every little helps.
Are you ready for the strange thing right now?
Yeah.
Raw's live now.
Raw is live right now.
Which is the biggest shocker, but
it is, but listen, we weren't gonna get a review in unless we did it right now, so it's important that we did it. And I think it's probably worth now going to the news and reviews. So let's talk about Clash in Paris, Matt Baines. That's what we're here for. And
It is, but there is some news I do need to glaze over very quickly.
He's taking over, guys. He's straight in there
with an apology as well.
Okay.
Because on the predictions, we covered the Roger Jackson situation, didn't we?
We did.
Well, I did.
Briefly.
Now, very briefly, and the problem is, at one point during it, I got a source that said he had been arrested. He hasn't.
All right, okay.
And much to even more of my shock and many others, there's supposedly another wrestling promotion that's advertising him on their show.
Oh, wow. So he's going to be about then.
And it's like, while there's an investigation going on. Really? Would you want, if you were, would you want somebody who's done that sort of injury on somebody in your locker room? Would you feel safe?
I mean, I don't know all the details behind it, and I know you don't either, but we are inferring quite a lot. And I think for me, until something comes out about what actually happened and what is real and what isn't real, we're all just speculating at the minute. I know it didn't look good.
No, it did not look good. But there is one piece of good news. Psychic Stew has been getting much better and is supposedly heading towards being released from the hospital.
Brilliant.
So
that's good to know.
That's some really good news.
What else is good news, Matt Baines?
Yeah, I know exactly what else is good news. Let's move on straight on to the actual results and our thoughts.
No, I was going to say the rest of the good news is that we've got Nick in the chat. Hi, Nick. He says, what's up, guys? He also says you guys should do a combined review and live stream. Listen, we're two blokes from Stoke. We cannot multitask. Well, Crewe and Stoke. Let's say Staffordshire, Cheshire. But we can't multitask. So this is the only time we were going to get a review episode in, and we want to make sure that we can give it the full flavor that it needs. So we're just stick to a match-by-match breakdown now of the Clash in Paris. I keep nearly saying SummerSlam, and it's because SummerSlam felt like 2 minutes ago, but it is the Clash in Paris. So first match I want to talk about, Matt Baines, was Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed.
Oh, yeah.
I want to talk about Reed's cannonball, his tope suicida, his
everything in general.
His crushing of the French commentary table, or that was technically him, was it? Was it? Maybe. Roman Reigns hitting a spear and Bronson just stopping him dead. Probably my favorite point in the match. The whole thing was really good, actually. And I especially enjoyed a nice way to give Paul Heyman a bit of time off as well with the guillotine that we haven't seen in quite a while.
I thought that was a nice little touch there. It was really, really good and really, really smart how they did it. And it was something that was necessary to a degree. But I think the reason why it's necessary is because of later on.
Yes, absolutely. And we'll get there, I'm sure.
The point being is, what I thought was really, really, what I thought was a bit of a classy move is he gets the shoes back. And instead of just, I want my shoes back.
Yeah. Signs them and gives them away. And you know what? I really enjoyed that, actually, because it showed that Roman, he wasn't there for the material things like maybe he was in the past. Shows growth as a character. He wasn't there just for the material things like the championships or whatever. He was giving back at that moment, and it was about pride as opposed to about anything else. I really enjoyed that beat in the story, and it gave a great moment following as well. But I think first we should talk about the finish, which I didn't see coming, but you certainly did. I took a bit of a punt on this one, no pun intended, that I thought Bronson Reed was going to get the win, and I thought it because I thought Bron Breakker interference, and this is where we set something up for Bron and Roman, and I was definitely right about that. However, I wasn't right about the finish. It turns out you were, Matt Baines, because you said...
I did say Roman Reigns for the win. Now, the weird thing about it is, the longer the match went on, I will say, do you know that case I've had? That one away. Out of there, I've been just there thinking to myself, really? Ooh, I will say that is a good suggestion there, a good mention there, Nick.
Yeah, Spear being stopped to call back to Rollins originally doing it to a pedigree. Yeah, absolutely. And the whole night was a tribute to the Vision. I'm not sure if I quite agree with that, but it certainly put him over really strong. My anger is over Bronson taking the loss. He could have used the win over Roman. Yes, he absolutely could have done. But we'll see where it goes, right? I think Braun might get a win over Roman.
I'm going to say this now. He could have done with the win. However, I think the attack after solidified.
Do you know what else?
Everything.
I don't think the match in general, how it was laid out, how strong they made Bronson Reed look, I don't think it necessarily hurt his momentum that he lost. I mean, he lost to Roman Reigns at the end of the day. I don't think it was a bad thing at all. So,
and most match was dominating.
Yeah, absolutely. So Roman looked like $1 million. Bronson Reed looked fantastic. Bronson Reed gets the win.
What?
Sorry, Roman Reigns gets the win. I was after the extra point there. Roman Reigns gets the win, signs his shoes, and then gets attacked by Bron Breakker. Speared through the table, and then continuous attack from Bronson and Bron until Roman's at a point where the stretcher comes out and they're going to have to take him off. And then the attack continues.
Now, what I'm going to say is, I sort of thought to myself as going on the stretcher, was like, oh, that'd be nice, that being interesting, because no one's ever done the whole splash while on the backboard thing. Yeah, and everything, because that would have some impact. Never mind, here he comes.
yeah, absolutely.
It's literally like, never mind that.
Do you know what it is, Nick? You put it, Bron will get the win over Roman. Bronson could have used it. Do you know what I think the issue is here? Yeah, thanks, Nick. Smash the like. Bron is 27 years old, and he is absolutely the future of the WWE. Bronson Reed, however, is 37 years old, and although that isn't really old for a wrestler, it is a lot harder to maintain a main event slot once you hit that age. So, especially if you want to be seen as a long-term prospect, a la a Bron Breakker, formerly people like John Cena, Randy Orton, etc. It's much more, the 37 is much more a Batista, where you might come in and short-term do a lot and then disappear. But even so, LA Knight's 43 as well, and that's why he's not the world champion. Genuinely, because it's happened too late for him. That's just an opinion, but there you go. But so at that point, Matt Burns, Jey Uso comes in to make the save.
Yeah,
and guess what?
Myself, you got a bit of a beat down.
They do him too. Yeah, absolutely. Makes the Vision look really strong. Puts Jey and Roman out. And I think that was the right thing for the end of the match. And certainly what I predicted pre-show, just I got the result wrong. I just thought the pin was going to go the other way.
Now, for me, what happened after was part unexpected, but inadvertently made something predictable.
Yeah.
The whole them getting kicked out.
Yeah. And at that point, though, you think, and we're not going to talk about the main event yet, but at this point, you think they're going to come back later.
You would assume, but then when he literally says the words, if I even get so much a whiff of you, you are going to be suspended without pay. And I'm like, they're not going to be able to bounce around that little scenario with what they're going to do. Where put what's the massive gimmick lately?
El Grande Americanos.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, can't see that. So that was the opener, solid opener to protect Roman Reigns and set up the inevitable Bron Breakker feud. Let's move on to what I'm calling the Borderlands tag team match.
Yeah.
So we didn't predict this because we didn't know it was going to happen until SmackDown. Our episode came out before that, but it was the Street Profits challenging the Wyatt Six for their WWE tag team titles. Brilliant. The Street Profits, interesting beat this. They were not getting on.
Yeah. I noticed that. And on top of that, did you also notice that Angelo Dawkins was doing a bit more high flying?
Yeah. What are we doing? Angelo Dawkins has always been quite an athletic wrestler, though. He by no means wrestles a brawler style or a powerhouse. He is much more than that.
Yeah, but in the dynamic between them two, it's normally more
He's the
Montez
muscle.
forward.
Yeah, he's the muscle. Yeah.
Right, he's the muscle of the team. Now, seeing him doing all swantons and literally going over the top rope, doing them down, like, isn't that normally? So it was like Montez had to one up him by going over the post.
Absolutely. The Profits nearly got the win, to be fair. The numbers game changed everything for him. I think it was fun action. I think it was clever storytelling with the Profits sort of internal tension, although I'm not a massive fan of it. I appreciated the storytelling aspect of it. Predictable finish for me, though. And do you know how I would categorize this, Matt Burns? Perfectly acceptable wrestling.
Yeah, acceptable.
Yeah, perfectly acceptable wrestling. It was in a bit of a crap spot because it took a match that we wanted to see.
It was a bit of, I feel as though it was in a tough spot with it because I feel as though, like you said, it was replacing another match that we wanted. And then not only that, it ended up becoming the plugging match.
Yeah, and I wasn't as much into it because I didn't predict on it. So I was a bit less invested in it than some of the other ones.
Even though we had a private chat and put out
we did both get it right. We both predicted the White at 6, but even so. But let's go from unfortunate spots to unfortunate spots, which is Becky Lynch and Nikki Bella. Yeah, do you like that? Yeah, I did that well, didn't I? Absolutely.
It segued nicely.
Intercontinental Championship match. Becky Lynch defends against Nikki Bella. Sloppy bump onto the commentary table. Superplex. Sloppy jump, backflip, dropkick attempt by Nikki Bella off the corner. Becky Lynch won with a surprise backslide. A match with potential. Marred by sloppy spots. When there's only 5 matches on the card, they've all got to be really good. I don't think this one was 6 matches on the card.
Honest answer, personally, I feel like as though Becky might have acquired a new roll-up pin with a unique name,
right?
Only because of a certain Barrett.
Go on.
Because of I believe he called it the Lynch pin.
Nice, the Lynch pin. I like that a lot. That's cool. I didn't catch that on the broadcast. That's very cool. I like that.
He called it I'm dubbing it now, the Lynch pin, which I thought great name. It was just a shame that the match itself wasn't Lynch pinned.
Yeah, it was never gonna live up though to the potential and the build up. The build up was really good for this. And Nikki Bella's terrible.
The build-up was good, but the problem is they tried to get Nikki to do a match she's not comfortable with.
Yeah, that's not a bad shout. I just can't get over that. I don't think Nikki Bella's very good. I never have done, and therefore I think that no matter what situation we put her in, it's always going to stink. So whoever you put them with is automatically at a disadvantage. Now Becky Lynch is one of the best in the industry, right?
Well,
even she couldn't rescue that.
Well, bear in mind, the crowd actually showed their thoughts of Nikki, which is, there's something wrong when the what is meant to be the face is getting booed and the heel getting cheered.
Absolutely.
Whoops.
Yeah, not good. But Becky Lynch gets the win with the Lynch pin. And I would have given that 1 out of 5 bangers. I don't know about you.
None.
You'd have given it none out of 5. Oh, I don't think we've ever given anything none out of 5 bangers.
None.
Oh,
and I feel so sorry for Becky because it's not her fault.
No.
It's not her fault. And I feel as though, story beat wise, she was giving Nikki Bella so much. Bear in mind, she let her put her own finishes on her.
Yeah. And you know what? I've never seen a less convincing disarmer.
It looked like she disarmed herself.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's I tell you what we should do with this match, Matt Bins. We're going to move on to the Donnybrook match in a second. But before we do, let's get a shovel, for Becky Lynch versus Nikki Bella.
pretty much.
Right, I've done it. It's been buried. We're never going to talk about it again. Becky Lynch, Nikki Bella, bad.
Moving on.
Rusev, Sheamus, Donny Brute match. How good was this? Did you enjoy this?
I did
tell you how
enjoy
much
it.
I enjoyed it?
I really enjoyed this.
And it wasn't necessarily any better or worse than the other matches they've had on Raw.
No, but they sort of told a bit of a different beat, a bit of a different drum. You see what I did there?
I did.
But
I especially like white noise through the tables off the beer barrels.
I sat there and I saw one table get put up and thought, okay, so he's probably, the rule. Then the other one set it up right next to him, like, and then when he went up there, I was like, uh-oh, I can see what's coming.
Absolutely.
Like, but what I instantly thought suplex.
Yeah.
Or something. Not white noise. As soon as he got him, I was like, okay, that's gonna suck.
Oh, yeah, the bump would have killed. Absolutely, you'd have never caught me taking that. But even so, do you know what I really appreciated about this more than anything was the finish? How did you feel about the finish of this one?
I thought it was a unique finish, and I think the actual added fact is Sheamus has mostly passed out usually in submissions.
He actually tapped on this.
Tapped out.
Second time he's ever tapped.
Yeah.
Again to Rusev.
Yeah. Oh, no. Ever. And it's only been Rusev who's made it back. That's what I mean.
11 years ago, and then last night. Brilliant.
One thing I will say is the bar spot when he got put through it. Back of my head twinged a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. For me, this was the second best match of the night, and I'll let you guess which one I thought was the best match of the night.
Don't need to. I already know which one it is.
But yeah, the accolade gets the win for Rusev. A big win over Sheamus, and hopefully we can move him on to, maybe Intercontinental title, maybe World title, maybe US title, Sami Zayn. I don't know, but we need to do something with him.
I don't think it'll be US. I don't.
We need to do something with Rusev now, otherwise we kill the momentum.
They need to be pushing him, yeah.
100%. What a performance. What a performance.
They've ended the feud, move on, get something good on Rusev.
Maybe he's a good foil for somebody like LA Knight and a little mini program there.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's not bad booking, is it? That?
It's not bad
okay,
booking.
let's move on to our fifth match of the night, which was the Unseen 17, the greatest of all time. My friend and yours, it's John Cena, and he was wrestling Logan Paul in a 26-minute classic. And I'm going to use the word classic. And I'd never thought I'd use the word classic in a Logan Paul match, but this was.
This was
out to multiple AAs, the Styles Clash spot. Oh my God. Cena finishing really strong. Talk to me, Matt Burns.
I'm going to say the Unseen versus the Parasite. What a great beat this was. Great match. I thought the fact that he threw in extra moves that he doesn't normally ever do. Seeing the Code Red, seeing the Styles Clash, seeing End of Days.
Yeah.
And also having, formerly known as Baron Corbin, even commenting, it's like, oh, nice to see End of Days at Clash in Paris.
Yeah.
But he wasn't upset.
Brilliant. The match itself was fantastic there, right? If somebody's going to steal you, if John Cena's going to steal your move, you're just going to get on with it, aren't you?
Just accept it.
Yeah.
No, that to me, it's not that you'd be upset. You'd be over the moon.
Yeah. And do you know what? This is the first time this year I felt like we've seen Super Cena.
Yeah.
And it was good, wasn't it? It was nostalgic. It was lovely.
It is Super Cena, but not in the wrong way.
Yeah.
It's the right way.
The ovation when he came out, and Do you know what it sets up really well? So we saw Super Cena last night, which is fantastic. But it's just before we're going to have this match with Brock Lesnar, because we're only going to get one match with Brock Lesnar. The match with Brock Lesnar is going to be phenomenal, because now we're going to get Brock Lesnar versus Super Cena. It's going to be like Rocky IV. It is literally going to be like Rocky IV.
Do you know what makes it more scary? Did you watch after the show when he was talking?
Yeah.
When he literally said he's got 8 dates.
8 dates left of the greatest of all time. It's sad, man. It is actually sad. But amazing that we're getting this year, and we know it's happening, so we can enjoy it with him. I would have hated to have got to the end of this year, not known it was his final year, and then be told before his last match and miss out on all the excitement to see John Cena from the last time. It's been perfect marketing, because everywhere he's been, Paris, the UK, California, Texas, wherever he's been, Chicago, they've been ready to see him. And it's been an event in itself. And that's phenomenal to see, especially for somebody who's done so much for the industry like John Cena has.
Yeah, 100%. I 100% agree with you on that. And I feel as though from the reactions, certain people were just sitting there saying, could we have more paper, more PLEs overseas and everything, because they seem to be doing really, really well.
Yeah. So people do.
What?
Sorry, I was French chant.
Right. No. I didn't quite hear what you said. That's all. But anyway, point being is, I honestly feel as though, has it ever been done this way? Retirement.
No. We had something similar with Flair, didn't we? Where the next match he loses, he had to retire.
But
so we did something similar.
No, it's similar, but there's a difference though. The difference is with that, it was sort of until he loses, and then all of a sudden it got highlighted when it was. Where with Cena, it's one full calendar year. So what I find so shocking is, I would have thought with somebody like Cena, he would have ended it at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
But it goes to show how much of a professional he is, how much of a true diehard he is for the business, to actually end it on the end.
Yeah.
At the end of the year.
So Cena versus Logan Paul for me, mate. One word: electric.
Goat.
Lovely. Let's move on to the main event then, because we haven't got a full hour tonight. We haven't got much time left. So I just want to go through the main event fatal 4-way for the World Heavyweight Championship. Seth Rollins, CM Punk, Jey Uso, and LA Knight. Yeah. Chaos, near falls, table spots, a surprise man, and Rollins retains. Talk to us about this, Matt Burns.
I loved how they had certain beats in this match. Like, it was like when you see Punk, when I saw Punk on the edge of the ring and that table just pitched, and I saw LA Knight get up and, just deck Seth Rollins, and then sort of just look, I thought, he's got to do it. He's got to do it. They were all having their own little beats of the drum, which was really, really good. And the only, as we said, what I thought was a nice touch, was at the end, the actual false finish.
Yes,
as in GTS bounces off, lands on his shoulders, and you see Punk start laughing, like history repeating itself.
Yeah,
history's repeating itself, and he gets up. Time to go to sleep. Next world champion. Bam.
Low blow. Loved it. Becky Lynch comes out to help. The man helps her man. Seth then hits the stomp. 1, 2, 3. Still the world champion. Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch seems to have joined the vision.
Which I think is genius.
Yeah, I agree.
Also, at the same time, what's also genius is somebody else in the vision is also showcasing that they are learning from the vision. Bron Breakker.
Yeah.
Because he held off Bronson until Roman was on the backboard.
Yeah.
And it was like, ooh, that's a nice little bit of a beat. So he's showcasing he's not just a musclehead, which is really, really good, which is, and at the same time, dangerous. But now that we've got Becky Lynch there, the power couple.
Yeah, they talked a lot about power couple, didn't they? Like Triple H, Stephanie McMahon. There was a lot of callbacks to that. And I think that's interesting, and we'll only see where that goes. But the biggest thing for me is if Seth Rollins has Becky Lynch, you know, the rumors now are who can help CM Punk.
The weird thing about it is the AI, that prediction that happened, didn't actually happen, but the rumor of it, though.
Yeah.
The rumor.
Because now we want to see, don't we, AJ Lee come back and help CM Punk in this feud against Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. And who knows what happens. But we do know we've got WrestlePalooza coming up ever so soon. The old ECW pay-per-view name coming back for the PLE. And looking forward to that. So, you know, loads going on. But again, for this one, Matt Burns, we both said Seth Rollins to retain, and he did absolutely that. And that brings our predictions to 39-39, tied with 4 months to go. And remember, Matt Burns, remember the punishment will be that the other person gets chopped. The loser gets chopped. So, and we're going to do that live on YouTube, which I think will be hilarious.
Okay, but just so you know, by the way, in total, do you know how many matches in total that we've had a chance to predict? In total,
go on.
61.
So 39 out of 61, which fast math says
a success rate. Go on, have a go.
I'm not sure. I was going to say around 70%.
63.93%.
So about 64%. That's not bad, man. That's pretty good.
That's not bad. Listen,
it's pretty good.
I'll be honest with you. For me, I was actually expecting to be hitting the 40 range.
Hey, we're doing okay, Matt Burns. We're doing okay.
We're doing better than what we thought.
And if you want to do okay, all you have to do is subscribe to the Burning Truth Live UK. All we do is wrestling content, loads and loads of it. We talk reviews, predictions, live streams, classic wrestling, what's going on right now, AEW. We talk TNA. We talk absolutely everything. We also watch Botchamania videos and other reaction videos, interviews with local UK wrestlers and anybody else that we can get onto the channel, and loads more content, including fantasy booking that comes to you each and every few weeks. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, so every subscription helps. It's free to do, so just hit the button, like, comment, do all that good stuff, baby.
Definitely. And of course, as we always say, keep the embers burning, keep them going, and keep them all fired up for us, because honestly, we are building up a great wrestling community, and I'm here for it. Honestly, I really am. But it's the end. We I feel like I'm about to do a Frank Sinatra saying, and no, we're not going to go there. Until next time, stay fired up, stay passionate, and of course, always remember DFTBA, which, in case you don't know what that means, don't forget to be awesome.
And if you love Don't Forget to Be Awesome, you can find it on our website in the shopper under www.burningtruthuk.com. But until then, Excelsior!